Hey everyone, welcome back to Care Fiction. I'm your host Subhankar. Today we are going to look closely into the central plot object or the MacGuffin in the movie Jungle Cruise. Let's see what the movie tells us, with some minor spoilers ahead. The tree of life depicted in the movie is found deep in the Amazon and is considered to be a mythical tree whose petals can cure any illness, heal any injury and lift any curse. The tree blooms with the petals under the blood moon and hence it's called the tears of the moon. That's all I can say right now because I don't want to spoil the movie for you. However, as we are on the subject of the tree of life, let us look into the myths surrounding it in the real world. Before we begin, don't forget to give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. Also, I may be way off while pronouncing certain names in this video, so please bear with me. The tree of life is a recurring thematic concept and myth that exists across various cultures, religions, and mythologies. Since time immemorial, humans have attested sacred beliefs to trees. These sacred trees symbolizes a spiritual connection to the gods. So let's look into these myths. Starting off, we have the Yggdrasil, which according to the Norse mythology is an immense and a central sacred tree around which the 9 worlds exists. The branches of this yew or ash tree extend far into the heavens, and the tree is supported by 3 roots that extend far away into the other locations. One to the well Urartu in the heavens, one to the spring Velgamir, and another to the well Mimisbrunner. In Celtic mythology, the Celtic tree of life is called the Cran Bethard. It represents life and how as we move through the life, our knowledge, experience and wisdom grows just as the tree does. This symbolization by the Celts stems from the belief that trees were the ancestors of human beings. According to them, this sacred oak tree represented the center of the world, and its root was the doorway to the other world. It is possible that the Old Irish for oak, that is daur, is the origin of the word door. In Christianity, the biblical tree of life is said to exist in the midst of the Garden of Eden. It is sometimes referred to as the tree of knowledge, but some say that both are different trees. And this is where we know that Adam and Eve were cast out of the garden when they ate the forbidden fruit from this tree. In Buddhism, the tree of life is also called the Bo tree or the Bodhi tree. This is a peepal tree under which Buddha sat when he attained enlightenment at Bodh Gaya. In Hinduism, the Puranas are a vast genre of Indian literature that covers a wide range of topics, from gods, legends to traditional lore. The Puranas mention a divine tree called the Kalpa Vriksha, literally meaning walled tree, guarded by the Gandharvas under the watchful eye of Indra, the king of gods. Hindu mythology says that the tree originated during an event known as Samudra Manthan, or the churning of the ocean of milk. This divine wish-fulfilling tree is also said to be the Milky Way or the birthplace of Sirius, the brightest star in the night sky. The banyan tree is commonly referred to as the Kalpa Vriksha. In the Islamic mythology, the tree of immortality appears as a motif for the tree of life in Quran. This tree in the Quran is used as an example for a concept, idea, way of life or a code of life. A good concept is represented as a good tree and a bad concept is represented as a bad tree. While this tree in the Quran is highly akin to the tree of life concept, however there are a couple of more trees mentioned in several Islamic texts, like the Sidrat al-Muntaha, which is a large low tree and marks the farthest boundary in the 7th heaven, which no one can pass. Then there is the Tuba, a tree that grows in Jannah, mentioned in the Hadiths. In Chinese mythology, a carving of a tree of life depicts a phoenix and a dragon, with the dragon representing immortality. Several ancient Chinese literature mention a name called Fusang, which is a mysterious mythical tree. Contemporary texts identify the Fusang as a mythological tree of life that could either be a mulberry or a hibiscus. In Mesopotamian mythology, the Assyrian tree of life was represented by a series of nodes and crisscrossing lines. According to Assyrian sculptures, it was an important religious symbol attended only by a human or an eagle-headed winged genies or by the king himself. In ancient Urartu, which was part of a present-day Armenia, the tree of life was a religious symbol and was drawn on walls of fortresses and carved on the armor of warriors. The branches of the tree were equally divided on the right and left sides of the stem, with each branch having one leaf and one leaf on the apex of the tree. According to the ancient Armenians, the center of the universe is located at the crown of the tree, which is the closest to the sky. In Iranian mythology, there are a few trees that are akin to the tree of life, like the Gau Kerena, which is a large white Haoma tree planted by Ahura Mazda, the creator deity of Zoroastrianism. This tree symbolizes the continuance of life in the universe. Haoma is another sacred plant due to the drink made from it. The preparation of the drink from the plant by pounding and the drinking of it are central features of Zoroastrian ritual. It is similar to Soma. In Hindu mythology, Soma is an important ritual drink that can grant immortality. The ancient mythology of Iran also mentions the myth of Mashia and Mashian, two trees who were the ancestors of all the living beings. Then we have the Judaic Kabbalah Tree of Life. Jewish mysticism depicts the Tree of Life in the form of 10 interconnected nodes as the central symbol of the Kabbalah. It comprises 10 sephirot or emanations or attributes that represent the manifestations of creation itself. In Mesoamerican mythology, the concept of wall trees is a recurring theme. According to Mayan beliefs, the central wall tree was represented by a ceiba tree and is known variously as a Wakachan or Yax Imixte. I'm definitely mispronouncing it. There are many more trees of life occurring in various cultures, which I will include in another video. That's it for this video. Let me know if I have missed any details. Thank you for watching and see you soon.